Talking Normies podcast.
Hey! What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Talking Normies podcast, episode 3 bajillion.
Yeah.
You never get it right.
Nope.
Even for Naruto.
Nope,
Like,
numbers aren't my strong
480.
suit. What up? It's your boy, your host of the Young Podcast, Chris Johnson out here, a.k.a. New Sensei 88, a.k.a. The Streets Peter Parker, a.k.a. I'm web slinging in your neighborhood. Come holler at me.
Oh my God.
You missed some. Yeah, he's
I missed
AKA the
some.
Gungan Thunder.
Oh, yeah, the Gungan Thunder.
Too many of them. Hey guys, it's your girl Nubby, aka Nerdy Nub, and that's where I'm gonna stop. That's it. I don't have any more than that.
I'm Spidey. You can only find me at Spidey Harp.
I'm Mikey. I'm at Mikey Magnificent everywhere. It's either Mikey _ Magnificent or you can find me.
Nice.
Mikey and Magnificent.
We brought Chicago down to put on the podcast. We needed to be represented by the third largest city in the United States because I think Indianapolis is like number 12 or 15 or something. So
Is it really?
I thought Indianapolis is it's really bigger than us though. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all bigger than Chicago.
if you get lost in Indianapolis, you had it coming. If you get lost in Chicago, that makes sense. Like before they had like cell phones and shit, I bet people would just like visit Chicago and be like, it's been days. And, I'm waiting for the sun to rise, but it's been cloudy, so I don't know which direction I'm going.
Yeah, I got there and I get lost with GPS.
And if you get lost, you're very unfortunate. Like you need to know where you're going there. Like you need to know where you're at and where you're going.
All right. So I just want to say shout outs to everybody that's watching with us. Go tell your parents and your kids and your dogs and the cats to come watch us too.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good old one. And I'd like to start with a little weekend catch up. What have y'all guys been up to? Actually, it's been a minute since I think any of you. I don't think we've ever had this configuration on the podcast. Fun fact is the music video configuration. We'll be talking about that later. But just what y'all been up to, man. What's been going on?
So you're talking about a week catch up or the weekend that's coming up?
The week catch up. I want to know what you've been doing. I want to know where you've been. I want to know where you're at and where you're going.
Okay.
Wow.
A lot of questions. It's been a great week, actually. The whole week, I thought I might be doing Lala this Saturday, and I don't think that's happening. But I might also be doing Cedar Point. I don't know if that's happening.
Who are you going to see the point with?
I know someone who has a free ticket, so may or may not happen. But no, this week has been really good. I feel like I've been very motivated at Normies. Like I had a lot of good ideas that I'm trying to like put it on pen and paper, which is hard to do when you're in reactions all day. So hopefully next week we're gonna start a new schedule, which I'm very inspired and motivated about. So that will help.
You're expecting to do things next week?
I am expected to do things. I mean, just
You know what next week is, right?
yes, Normicon.
Shit.
And we'll start. We have a
next
Normicon
week.
coming next week. We have a lot of prep. We did a lot of prep work this week. It's been really good week, I will say. It went by super fast. I wish it was longer, but it was fun. I had somebody cook dinner me last night. That was great.
What?
Yeah, I got steak. That was amazing.
Oh, what's his first and last name?
Who were they? Describe them. Describe them loosely.
Too many.
Too many? Too many people to describe? Oh.
No, one person.
One person
That's it.
that you met.
That I met.
And you guys hold hands?
Yes.
Ooh.
It was great.
All right.
Yeah. I
You
think
fucking hand holding
hand holder.
ass
Yeah.
motherfucker.
So I guess that's what I've been up to this week. Yeah.
All right. What about you, Spydrick?
Oh man, what have I been doing all week? I took my mom and my younger cousin to North Mass Boulder.
Yeah.
My mom, she wanted to just do some work, but she wanted to like check the spot out.
Yeah.
Hi mom, if you're watching.
She didn't get up on them rocks?
Nah, man, not right now. She's got a little bit of pain going on in her hand.
Oh, that makes sense.
But she'll get there. We'll
Okay.
definitely get up there. Other than that, I went to see Nope last night.
How was it?
Oh.
Dude, you see Nope?
I did.
Man, I liked it. You ain't like it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
bro.
I've been. I'm waiting on
Makes
it. I'm
sense.
waiting on it. But I definitely want to talk about that movie.
Without saying too much, how does it rank between Get Out and Us?
Man, don't even rank it. Just
Yeah.
tell me if it was good or not.
Yeah,
I
it
guess,
was good. It's
Okay.
it's literally just how you would think black people would be acting in this movie.
Okay.
Okay.
That's exactly what I want.
Makes sense to me.
I did hear, I saw this a lot online from some white folks that were like, damn, man, this is like Keke Palmer's like breakout role or some shit.
She does kill.
And I was like, what about like Akilah and the Bee? Like, what about all the other shit Keke Palmer's been in for like a minute? Like,
She's
And
been
all
out.
things.
I would love to approach that question because that's been like a real big talk this week. They've been comparing her to like Zendaya and
Really?
like the money they've made at this point. And I just do not believe Keke has had too many impactful roles, and this doesn't count either.
I
yeah.
feel like she's had some good movies.
Oh
Like,
yeah, Keelan and the Bee, but the problem is like that was like the breakout and the the most impactful.
one.
Yeah.
And she has some good roles. She has a Hall of Fame career, but like,
Yeah, she did music, and now she's like doing interviews on.
yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
knocking her. She's like the youngest like host or something like that. She like gave this whole breakdown. But yeah.
Hey, look, I'm here for it. I'm not trying to compare nobody to nobody. I just saw the people talking about it.
Interesting.
What about you, Mikey? What's been going on in the world of Mikey Max?
I've been doing a lot of work and stuff, but I went to go see Nope, and I actually saw it in, what is it, 4DX or whatnot?
What?
The seats
What?
were
What?
moving. And
What?
It was like a roller
Bro,
coaster.
yeah,
And
IMAX
speaking
would
of
do
that,
that.
you guys need to add seatbelts to those seats because I almost fell out of my
Oh
seat.
my god.
Watching
You'd have had a
watching,
long
but it was
suit on your
What?
hand.
Bro, it was phenomenal though. I mean, like, so like the only place I've watched a 4DX movie was in like Disney World at the Epcot
Yeah.
Center.
Yeah.
They have like
Shrek.
the alien that breaks loose. They show movies like that now. So like that
Ooh.
Nope movie was like pretty cool. It was
That'd
pretty,
been dope.
yeah, seeing it like it felt like you were fully
You riding the horse
immersed
and shit,
into the
yeah.
movie. It was alright.
Yeah, that's what I remember from trailer. Like he's riding horses. So do you,
Yeah.
does it move?
Yes,
And, like do you
it
feel
does.
the
It has,
whole-
it has
Oh, wow.
a tilt
You're eating your
movement.
popcorn.
It has a tilt movement that leans you forward, and it has a movement that like swirls you, rocks you, tilts you back. I'm like, they need to have
Oh, no
seatbelts in
shit.
here.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's
We
but,
went to see it at
Wow.
a drive-in.
but
so it was fun.
I happen to believe movies need it. Like they need you need to give me something that I can't have in my house because
Fair.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of things I
Fair.
can do while I watch a movie at home I can't do in the theater, but you can't make up that experience. But
We've been on a kick where we go to there's a movie theater by our house, and there's one up here on the north side where you can go and like the seats recline and they bring you dinner and you can get like beer and cocktails and
Yeah.
shit.
I love it.
And like I know I can do all those things at home, but I'm just like the only downside is that if the movie's kind of trash, I'm like, take away, get a little beer here. It feels too much like home, but
Get the
yeah, I feel
ice.
you. Like you wanted the movies to be an experience, especially after like 2020.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That's a really good point, especially now that you can stream it at home. Why should I go to a theater?
it wasn't that expensive neither. It was only
Yeah.
like $23 a ticket or something like that. I was
That's
shocked
not
by
bad.
that. I was shocked, completely shocked.
I'm trying to, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder if
4D.
Indie has that. I don't
Look at
we do?
I think everybody has it now.
Why
I
haven't that
recommend
gone?
never seeing a movie a regular way again.
I mean,
Don't do it.
Why
do
are
it
we
that
still
way.
watching
either-
a regular way then?
I'm either getting dinner at the movie or I'm going to the true ass IMAX or
Legit.
I'm trying to go to that.
That one, yeah, the
Yeah.
IMAX up in I think Noblesville. Is
What?
one that has
Oh, no, the one at
4D.
State
Ooh.
Museum.
Yeah, they got
Alright.
the 4DX.
Well, see, the one at the State Museum is just like the true, like the one IMAX that when
Real
they
IMAX,
actually
yeah.
printed on like the 70 millimeter film. I don't know millimeters. I'm not European. However big it is, like the film's actually like this fucking
No,
big.
y'all have one like we have at like Navy Pier at
Yeah.
the State Fair. It's the same one. It's just,
Yeah.
just like it's just nice.
And those bitches are absolutely like the first time I saw I want to say it was Interstellar. So in Interstellar, there's parts of the movie that are shot in the 70 millimeter and parts that aren't. And the one part that is when the space shuttle like first takes off and it's like the countdown and it's all black. And I was like in the middle of the theater, I'm getting cold just thinking about it because I'm never gonna forget this shit. And it just like jumps to the IMAX and you're just like, holy fuck! And it's like so loud, you just like takes
so
off and it like
loud.
can show that space. Or like we saw like Dunkirk there, a bunch of other shit. But
that Dolby Atmos sound is
Right,
like
yeah.
clutch.
you're just like, I'm in this fucking movie right now.
And add the shaking like
Yeah.
chairs in there.
I
That
need
would've been
that
great.
with the IMAX.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the only thing
Yeah.
it was a bigger screen, but it wasn't IMAX
standard.
level.
Yeah.
If you saw IMAX with moving seats, my goodness,
Might
I could never
throw
watch
up.
another movie
Might
on
throw
my
up.
couch.
No,
It might, yeah, that seems like on the edge of things I can handle.
Yeah.
It's
So,
like watching
Might
Gravity.
throw
I remember
up.
watching Gravity and it was rotating and I
Yeah,
almost
you
threw up. But if that was shaking,
like when
I
you're
was
scooting
like,
back in your seat, you're like, oh, it's a little too much.
Yeah, I'm like, it's too much. Stop.
And
so,
those seats don't move though.
Yeah.
No,
You
nah, I
can't
want the.
recline
That's why we
them,
need
you
the moving
can't do
ones.
anything. You can shut off the water that they squirt on you though.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm turning it
spray
on.
you with
with
some
your girl, she got your girl got her new weave, her new hairdo. You can cut the water off. You ain't gotta get sprayed.
I love it. My only experience.
So weekend catch up. I took my old man to Mass Ave Boulder.
Oh, nice.
He's only got one working hand, but he definitely got up one of those boys, and he tried a bunch on a whole bunch of the other ones. And so there's this boulder place where we go to climb. And if you don't know this, the ones you fail on are the ones where you're getting the most of a workout. When you're just like, and you
Trying
fall
fast.
anyway. Yeah, those are the ones that putting work on you. And then after that, he decided we should go lift some weights. So for the first time ever, I let him convince me to bench press and some shit, and I think it was like 225, and I was like, all right, I can do this once. He's like, no, we can do it more. So I was like, listen here, the old school. I know this is your life. This is a little bit much for me. Plus, I was just climbing, like my
Yeah.
arms are hurt.
Yeah.
Did that. I got my wedding ring put on my finger for the first time in 6 years. I had to
Why?
get it. It was really small,
Oh.
and it couldn't fit this finger, so I went to go get it resized. and I went to K Jeweler, and I was like, how much it's gonna cost? And they were like, $226, and it's gonna take 2 weeks. I was like, ooh. I was like, let me go ask the dudes next door, some brown dudes next door. I was like, how much is it gonna cost? And they were like, $80, and I get it to you on Monday. I was like, all right,
to the brown man.
sold. Now here's the thing, though. They did a shit ass job. I'm not gonna lie. This motherfucker. I know what I was paying for.
Yeah.
I know it's you get what you pay for. But it's like for a brief moment, all I saw was like short time returns. I was like, oh, I get the ring back soon.
That was a Monday. He went and sold your ring and then bought you another one, just like it.
Well, this is my grandfather's ring, which is it's old school as fuck.
Aww.
Like I like it, but I also don't like it. Like this is not my style at all. I feel like I'm about to be on the bus in the back of the bus talking shit. Young blood. let me tell you about back in my day. Young blood.
Oh my god.
You
Shit
get cursed
talking.
by them because you're wearing their jewelry.
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna turn into like an old head just suddenly out of nowhere.
Hilarious.
So that and nothing, man. I've been working on. I got a music thing. I believe they're called concerts. I have a small concert on the 20th, and I've been trying to put together some music for that. I think I'm just gonna do some older stuff because I haven't at the time write anything new.
August 20th.
So I'm just gonna do that. But I was like, oh man, there's a beat machine out, and I was gonna buy that one and sell a bunch of my old shit and like move things around. And then like it's all on back order, and the only way I can get one is from Japan, and it won't be here until before that. I was like, damn. So like I checked all the music stores around, even the one like up in Fort Wayne, which is Sweetwater. If you guys live in Indiana, go to Sweetwater. It's one of the best music stores ever. Tried to go up there, and they're like, no, we don't have it here either. And I was like, fine, I don't want to wait for shit. That's why I have a ring that I got in 2 days that sucks. So I can't do that. I'm just gonna have to put it on some old shit. No, you're right. Just like, bro, tell me where you can get it from. So.
Yeah.
That's it. Aside from that, nothing crazy. Normicon next weekend.
Yeah.
She's gonna be wild. We're gonna be excited to meet some new fans. Trying to get my mom to go kayaking tomorrow. She's scared.
Where?
Why? Oh. Why?
She knows how to swim. She just be scared. I don't know. She's like, I don't want to fall out and drown. I was like, I'll grab you. But we also let this kid almost drown once, and ever since then, she's been a little
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like almost
I
is
can
the key word.
imagine.
Yeah, well, he wasn't drowning. He was just panicking a lot, and then
See?
I almost hit him with a boat. But we got him out the water.
Did he not maybe put a life jacket on your mom?
Oh,
Fine.
yeah. Well, we'll see if they got life jackets. I don't know if they do.
Oh.
She'll still panic. I'll just tow her back. She's fine. She'll be fine. She'll be all right.
fine.
She
Risk
tough,
it for
right?
the biscuit, bro.
Yeah. What are you guys going for the
To a place here with a big old reservoir. I'm not saying
gotcha.
because I ain't trying to go out there,
Fair
and the
enough.
next thing you know, some of these people out there trying to snap pictures. This makes it sound like we're famous. We're not famous.
Take picture. What are you doing to take pictures?
I'm looking
Kayak
really
down
cool
there.
in a kayak with my mama.
Johnson.
If you get up to go kayaking with me, we're going kayaking together. I'm gonna invite you into that boat.
Yeah.
You're gonna work out with me. Like that's what we're gonna do.
I just don't want to be. Don't surprise me. If you guys want to go kayaking, ask nicely, and we can meet at the kayaking. Don't surprise. I don't like surprises.
Fair
At
enough.
this age, most all surprises are bad.
They're
Yeah.
pretty trash.
Right? Like
Very
once
true.
you're over the age of 25, any surprise you get,
I don't even
you're
like
just
birthday
yo.
surprises. Let me know.
Right?
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
tell me.
Tell me.
I got anxiety. I might punch somebody. Don't jump out and scream surprise. Good way to get shot.
Don't like
Seriously.
too many people keeping secrets
Right.
around me.
And don't
like,
come up behind on Chris. He will punch you.
Yeah, don't.
We have all been punched at
Don't
one.
fucking-
Almost
I
punched
haven't.
at one point.
Because you
in
know what? I don't just
don't
walk
sneak
up
up
behind
behind
people.
people.
Why would you do that? Why you-
It's not sneaking
Announce
up.
yourself.
People allowed.
I'm gonna put a fucking bell around everyone's neck. Look, don't
Right.
come from behind me. Where I grew up at, if you're coming from behind me, you're trying to kill me.
trying to
I
get
have
me.
not lost that. I need it still.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll leave it.
Look, the first time when me and Marquette just were freshly married, before she moved in, I was like, took off work. I was at home, and I didn't tell her I was going to be at home because I didn't think she was going to come by the house because she had shit to do. But she had a moment. She came by the house, and I was like in the bed, and she came up the stairs. And I was like, in my brain, like in my like half sleep, I was like, bro, someone's sneaking up and you can hear him coming. And so I was like, I'll fucking kill you. She was like, what? And I was like, oh, hey, babe. Hey. So you gotta let me know when you're gonna be home. She's like, I live here. And I was like, I haven't moved in yet. There was a brief moment where I was like, I don't know who's in the house, but they're gonna try to stab me.
Oh
so.
my god.
It's always a stab, too.
Yeah.
Someone's sneaking up on you, it's the stab.
Yeah, you don't sneak up on anyone and shoot them. You can be far away for that.
Yeah.
So, movie reactions. We just watched Goofy movie. You guys seen Goofy movie?
Ooh,
Goofy movie?
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
We watched it for the first. I
You're
watched it
talking
for the
about the old
first
one,
time.
right?
Yeah. Mikey's
You watched
looking
it the first time?
tentative.
Cause I'm not. It's two. It's like a goofy movie and an extremely goofy.
Yeah.
movie.
Extremely Goofy
I
movie,
don't
not
know.
great.
Which one's the
Which
skateboard?
was the one where they went skating? and
That's
they had the
Extremely
concert at
Goofy
the
movie.
end? I don't know if I saw a Goofy movie. I
Oh,
think I
no.
only saw Extremely
Is
Goofy.
that the one with
Did
just
you like
Goofy?
Extremely? Because
No.
I've been heard it's not good.
It's really
A Goofy
good.
movie is Max and Goofy, and it's all centered around Tevin Campbell fucking doing music.
Yeah, I did see that. That's the one.
That power line in it. It was essentially.
At the very It's cold.
I love it.
So we
That
watched
was Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, Tevin fucking
Shout out to
Campbell.
you for knowing that, bro.
I
Because I used to sing that song and never knew. I thought it was the Goofy family that sang it.
I've been wanting to be power line for Halloween a bunch, but I'm just not tall and skinny
sick.
enough to pull it off. I'm gonna look
Just
like a
make your own version of
little
it.
thick ass power line.
I'll do it for you.
A power
first.
plug.
You don't do it.
You're not the line, you the plug, bro.
That is
You're the-
definitely a body type outfit that he was wearing on that stage with those
Right.
glasses. That is a body type
I
outfit.
got myself no. Anyway,
If I'm not mistaken,
It was
Shredder
so
wore that same outfit in the first Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Shredder had
Color
the
flex.
same outfit on. He was rocking
Oh,
it.
God.
Flex.
so Goofy movie's great, and there's not a villain, but we were talking about it because we almost watched Little Mermaid. And I was just talking about like Disney villains. And like most all Disney villains kind of slap, like they're kind of the shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they also get the best songs.
Yeah.
Like Be Prepared in the middle of Lion King with Scar.
I mean, the whole hyenas
Yeah, right.
coming and it's like a whole choreography
Got a
happening.
fucking hyenas
So
marching
good.
and shit.
Yeah.
It goes hard. Anyway, so just, yeah, man,
Oh.
who's your favorite Disney villain? I'm curious. I want to know about y'all.
But oh my god, now I'm just all thinking about
That
Scar
is
because Scar
tough.
was great. But I think my favorite was
Whoever that
Ursula.
mofo was that killed Bambi Mama. He, you know what I'm saying?
Wasn't he off screen? He
You know what I'm saying? Like, He tarnished me for the rest of my life. I don't even know if I knew what death was until the Bambi Mama died. Like,
Yeah, off screen with the
whoever he is.
Yeah, you know what he
whoever that
needs?
Hunter was.
He needs a Disney villain song.
He does.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he does.
Let me make it clear, I'll kill any deer. Plow!
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I think he's the
iconic.
most hated villain. While the other villains we can like.
That's a really good
I
question.
think mine is Jafar.
Yeah.
Jafar.
Yeah.
Jafar was diabolical, and then my guy ended up getting tricked into becoming a genie. Then he comes back as a genie.
Yeah.
He's still fucking shit up. Like,
I mean, that's Jafar.
Yeah,
What you
you know.
expect from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jafar's got a whole entire vibe about him.
I forget who the bad guy was from Flubber, but fuck that dude
Flubber?
too.
Oh, I guess technically that it's got to
Flubber's
be
a Disney movie. We
It
talking
is a Disney
animated
movie.
It's a Pixar movie.
No, it's a Disney movie. It
It
definitely
is?
is.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay,
got
okay.
Robin Williams in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Look,
does.
look, no. If they don't have a Disney villain song, all right, they can't be a Disney villain. That's the guys with
Okay,
Disney villains I'm
that's the
talking about.
criteria. We got a criteria.
That's the criteria. That's the
Fair.
minimum criteria.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Okay.
I don't know the dude's name because I've only seen the movie
wait
once.
Wait a minute. I came down. I whiffed on this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Corella DeVille.
Corella
Yeah,
DeVille.
Yeah, Corella is like the
Yeah.
original like bad guy, and that song, like whether you liked it or not, you knew the Corella DeVille song.
Right? She bust in with just
Remember
that.
the dad made it on the piano.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
made her theme song.
He was trying to talk shit, and she was like,
She
"No,
walked out.
I fucked with it all the way."
It was so great.
I didn't realize until I was like an adult her name was Cruel Devil.
Yeah.
Devil,
No.
Crow Devil. No, makes sense. That's how you like
Right.
will pronounce it. Yeah, no, fair. My favorite was Ursula.
Ursula?
I loved her from Little Mermaid.
The
I feel
kind of like gypsy jazz tune with fucking Poor Unfortunate Souls. That
Yeah,
shit
and I
good.
feel like she does like everybody gave her a bad rap. She told you up front what,
Right?
what you signing up for, like literally what the contract was, and
She-
then she's the villain. Like she told you.
Ursula's your neighborhood drug dealer that's keeping it
Yeah.
100 with you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give you
Okay.
some shit. It's gonna fuck you up. This is how you can fix it. Take it at your own risk. And she was
Exactly.
like, "Yeah, no, I'll do that."
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh my god."
I'm sorry.
Navi's low-key scary, bro.
But like with other villains, right? They're sneaking around, but Ursula was like, "There's the contract. You can get legs. But
Yeah.
you will lose your voice. Do you want it?" And she was like, "Okay, yeah, let me sign." I was like,
Let me get that.
Such a dumb
Also,
"What do you think was gonna happen?"
Ursula had killer hair.
yeah.
Killer hair.
It's like, she's great. I
Pink
just found
Flamingos.
out that she was based on Divine.
Divine, who's a drag
Drag
queen
queen, yeah.
from some John Walters movies.
Facts.
Pink
I
Flamingos, the
just
one I
found
can think
out.
of. I can't think of the other ones, but yeah, like I really. So here's the thing. I'm gonna speak on the gays real quick, and guys. If I'm
Dave
wrong,
Chappelle voice, the gays.
please come at me.
Correct him.
Please correct me. But I think one of the things was I forgot Matt Baume, who is this dude who does a lot of like he talks about like gay culture in pop culture.
Yeah.
And I was watching this video, and he was talking about like Disney villains, and he was like, yeah, a lot of the Disney villains are like outcasts from their families, right? Even Ursula is Trident's sister.
Yeah.
They kind of live an alternative lifestyle, and they're painted in this bad light. But like a lot of people saw that and was just like, I kind of fuck with that. Like I kind of fuck with that hard. And just like a lot of like young gay kids would identify more with them than they would with like the good guys or the heroes. Also, like look at the way that they're coded. They're already kind of coded gay in general because that's just how Disney was rolling back in the day. And they're like, fuck that. Like I latch onto these characters just like we like the villains anyway. Just like who you gonna pick, Luke or Darth Vader? Like,
Yeah.
it's already there, right?
Funny as you- I was just thinking that same thing. Hades from Hercules was
So,
one that I was gonna say
love
was a
it.
tight ass villain. And then now that Star Wars is in Disney, Vader, like Vader's theme song slaps. Everybody knows that.
Still done,
So
right?
good.
I
Yeah.
don't know if
All
that
the
counts
villains.
technically, but
Vader has
Yeah.
a theme
It's
song?
great.
Yeah. Bam, 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 bam.
Okay. I thought we were thinking
bam.
more like Disney sing along.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, because I definitely knew that. I'm like, wait a minute, Vader had a
just to see where he just breaks down.
I
I'm
know
gonna go
that.
bump that Darth.
That would be
Okay.
dope. I'd be so for me it's he's not one of my favorites, but he's got a song I've been listening to a lot. I can't think of the dude's name, but from Princess and the Frog, where he's like, I got friends on the other side.
Yeah.
That one's fucking dope, and the imagery's dope, and I like Princess and the Frog. Like, I've seen it twice. Just the only thing I remember is that song just being like my shit, and just being like, damn, I can't even think of the villain's name, but I watched I've been watching like TikToks with it all week for some reason. I don't know. My life's weird. Just,
Wasn't it the Babadook? What was his name?
you know what? How about
was
you guys
something
try to
to it.
guess what his name is while I look it up, so that way we're not
It's,
just.
Papa Legba.
It's something. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It was something.
Like-
It was something Creole, New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like down.
Yeah,
So
I
it was
can
one of
picture him
those.
how he was dressed. And
Damn, this shit
everything,
came
but
out
I
in
can't.
2009.
It was Papa Doc.
And he's played by Keith David, right?
Yeah.
Which is
It just
that
doesn't have the
dude.
name of
Dr. Falclier?
What?
That's not him, is it?
That's not.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
All right, hold on. I'm reading.
I was making stuff up and said Papa Legba.
I mean, it was something. It was some type of like something.
Dr. F.A. Yeah?
Interesting.
I don't know how to pronounce his name,
Oh
but
yeah,
that's him.
yeah,
That's
it was
him.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked like yeah. Interesting.
I got friends on the other side.
He was the bad guy.
That's good.
Yeah, man, he had voodoo powers and shit, bro. Stealing people's essences and putting them in frogs.
Yeah.
I probably should go back and see that one.
Right?
That was drawing a blank for me.
For me, it was my little sister really loved it, so she would watch it all the time, and I felt like it was one of those deals where I would just come by the TV every time that song was playing, like, hold on, this song's fucking dope. And then eventually, like later on, I watched the movie. I was like, oh, the movie's not bad. They got beignets in it. If you got beignets in a movie, I'm probably gonna like your movie.
Yeah.
This is a general rule of thumb.
No, I love beignets, and it's
Yeah.
New Orleans, right? Like
Yeah.
I love New Orleans, so all that like vibe, it's so good. It's really, really
That's why I
good.
thought
Yeah.
the dude's name was Babadook.
I mean, it sounded right. It sounds.
I went
racist? I
to
don't know.
New Orleans in 2011, and I remember super specifically that it wasn't like a weird trip, but it was weird because New Orleans is weird, and everybody down there was just like, listen, man, this whole town's made out of like people who are like runaways from other towns that all like came here to like get away from shit. Like the whole vibe and the culture is weird. Like everyone's either in a band or works at a fucking like cafe or in a restaurant as a chef or some shit. And it was like no one has a regular job. I was like, damn, you packing on a lot of shit on me. And we were down there like we were smoking weed, and they were like, listen, weed's illegal out here. And I remember we were in the room getting high as shit, and the lady who was like the hotel attendant came by. She was the nicest lady in the world, right? And she had this like Creole accent. She's like, open up the door and shit. I was like, oh my God. And like had the thing. And she was like, opens the door. I am blazed. And she's like, listen, you guys can't be smoking weed in here like that because it's super illegal down in Louisiana. What you got to do is like put the towel by the door. I was like, we do got to touch that. But put the towel by the door better. Here's the thing though. She didn't have a nose. And like, I wasn't ready for that. I was like, I was on the move. Yeah, like she just, I don't know what happened to her nose, but she just didn't have a nose.
She just did she taste the weed?
No. I mean,
like,
she didn't
like
have
the nose
this
in
part
there.
of your nose. The hole is still there. She just
Okay.
didn't have this part. And I was just like,
Oh, I'm so sorry, bro.
I was just like shaking my head, trying not to melt. I was
take
like,
a walk and come back so I can really laugh the way I wanted to.
What?
But it might be insensitive to laugh the way I wanted to.
she was great. I'm not making fun of her. I'm making fun of myself for being too high and not ready.
Yeah.
It just. It took me a minute to like. Wait, what are you saying?
I was
Yeah.
too high. She came in with no. It was like,
And just imagine that I was just like, yes. And people are like, because right before that, so this lady on the street was like, yeah, I'd like to fuck with tourists or like blow powder on them and tell them it's voodoo. And I was like,
No.
it's like, New Orleans, what the fuck, man?
Why do you always have such a weird stories? Why does shit like you happen? I've been to New Orleans twice and none like shit like that.
I don't say no to a lot of things, and I go to cheap hotels.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the mix for an adventure. If it was a drink,
Oh my god.
No, that's
Alright.
facts. That's
Yeah.
facts. I don't say no to much, and I always find myself on adventures. Just
Right.
I ride the vibe. I'm like, this is what we're doing.
you just let go.
And lady with no nose is gonna sing us a song. I'm gonna listen to it.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Let's go, lady.
Oh, that's a good to know. Like if you're looking for adventure, just say yes.
So, yep. To a certain extent, you got to know when to say no, but
Right.
you can feel it
Someone's
out.
gonna like put this in your nose.
Don't
You get it in your nose, you're like, hold on, what was it? What? I was drywall? Why did you give me drywall? I'm a carpenter. I don't know.
Funny.
New Orleans is great though, man.
New Orleans, it's great. So I was watching this Hip Hop Evolution on Netflix. Like I just started watching a couple of days ago. And
What have you learned?
So far, I learned that a lot of music started from New Orleans, like twerking stuff from New Orleans, bounce music.
Like
Big
Freedom.
Man. That's where
Trigger Man.
Yeah, it's like, oh wow.
Jukebox.
We gonna start this shit off right.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're gonna start off everywhere else with popping up at the same time, but
Have they gotten
New
around to
Orleans-
any of the Chicago stuff yet?
No, I'm at Houston.
Second line, yeah. So second line's dope because I've always been like I don't know when or where I'm gonna die, but I'm just like, can I get a jazz funeral?
I
Can I
would
get a second
love
line?
to have-
Can we just march in the streets with some
Yeah.
fucking big brass playing?
Yeah. They let you do that in Chicago. If somebody did, they ain't gonna kick nobody out the street. They gonna let y'all how y'all
Yeah,
move.
no, makes sense.
Hell yeah.
Sounds. I mean, I love the concept of it, right? Like you're
Yes.
somber when you're going, but you're coming back. It's a party, a celebration. It's like, yeah, it's like I love that whole
I
thing.
feel safe.
I mean, if you're gonna celebrate my life, I would prefer it to be a parade, personally.
Yeah.
Can I get a parade? Can I get one while I'm alive? Shit. I'll
think
take both.
You'll get a parade regardless. Because you know so many people.
Speaking of music and being around, also I do. What episode are you on? Did they start in New York? Did it start in New
I'm
York?
in Houston, Texas.
Did it start in New York? Is the question.
No, it started in New Orleans. But did I skip
Evolution is this? What is it? Season 2?
Hip Hop Evolution.
Is it season
on
2?
Netflix?
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I
I just
think I
started
tried
it.
to
It
watch
started
it.
in New Orleans, and now I'm in Houston, Texas.
All
Because it's
right.
going with the slow rap.
I
Okay.
skipped episodes and just watched Atlanta. Because
Just watch Atlanta.
Yeah, I did. I didn't watch it in order. I'm
didn't
sorry.
watch
I'm
it.
sorry, Navi.
I haven't.
I
I
just
haven't
started from
seen
the
it.
beginning. I didn't even know that.
I just
could
assumed
skip.
they would have started chronologically, but that's whatever.
I thought they were starting chronologically.
What?
Why would you not show chronologically if you're showing evolution of it?
Look, if they're with the slow ass music right now.
It's a beginning, it's a middle, and it's a still going. Like it started in like New York, and then it worked its way other places and
Yeah,
stuff.
and I'm assuming that's how they
I would
started.
assume they would start in New York and then work from New York to like
Yeah.
the
And
other
then
places.
that's how I would assume the show would have started. If it's not, then
Yeah.
I need to go back and see.
or
maybe I'm
New
episode
Yorkers
second.
should be real offended. Like
Right? If I'm in New York,
I'm like, you should be
with my
really
Tim's on
offended.
AOB, hey,
Hey, yo,
they just gonna fucking sleep on the side. Hey, like what the fuck, man?
Yo, son, ain't none of y'all hotter
The
than
fun
us,
been out
son.
in Queens
Dead
forever,
ass.
something like
That
that.
ass
What the
son,
fuck?
that ain't even chronological, son. That ain't
Seriously. Okay, need to,
New York, we love you, obviously.
Ain't none of y'all harder than us, son.
Right? There's even the internal beef in New York of was hip hop started in Queens or was it Brooklyn? And they just
Oh my
I love
God.
it. Like
Oh.
that's a whole entire thing.
Legit. Like those are mad bragging rights that you want to hold, and on top of that, you want to make sure you keep it. Like you can't let the history tell the tale
What,
that it started
yeah.
in Atlanta. Because my kid's gonna think that rap started in Atlanta.
Right? It's like, listen, hold on.
You
So
can't
I guess
tell.
it's different because I don't think they're talking about rap starting. It's a whole hip hop. So they're talking about house DJing,
culture,
bounce,
DJing,
Yeah.
and then the Houston's coming up with slow rap.
mean-
I'm assuming the rap is from New York.
Yes.
No.
I don't
So
know how
I
they're gonna combine. all
I
of them,
wrote
but-
like that.
like history paper on this a while back.
Oh, no.
So originally started because there's like back in the day there's like 4 elements to hip hop. It was like MCing, DJing, breakdancing, and graffiti,
Yeah.
which is all like New York hub ass shit. And it was this dude named DJ Herc who would do shows. He was like a regular DJ, right? But he started doing the thing where you would get onto like a break beat and you'd play like one break beat on one record and the same break beat on the other record.
Yeah.
And instead they didn't have looping machines. Homie was just good, so it'd be like break beat about to end where the words about to come back in, and he'd stop that, cut it over, back to the beginning of the beat. And he would just keep looping it. And then while he was looping it, people would MC over it, but they were just like the party shit, right? It's like, hey, y'all, we about to get this shit started, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And then slowly but surely, that just became rap.
Yeah.
And it was happening in Queens and Brooklyn like around the same time.
Yeah.
And so that's why they're always beefing about like who started it. Like, was it in Queensbridge? Was it in Bed-Stuy? How the fuck was it?
He was just like, hey, yo, let's
Yeah.
start. Then it turned into rhyming.
Niggas just naturally started freestyling.
Man.
Yeah, like I said, like
Is
it
that
was,
that's really what
But like it's weird, man, because I done heard plenty of. I heard that like who was it? Was it Nina Simone was like the first person to
yeah,
actually
because Nina's
rap?
kind of
Yeah, I've heard so many different stories about it, man. But but he's
Even
right.
jazz
It's
scatting.
different. You saw what?
like people that scat on jazz, like
Yeah,
like
yes,
that's already
yes.
like getting into it, and then
Interesting.
so like the evolution of so it's one of those things that popped up around the country all at the same time. It was just really prolific in New York. Plus they had all of the staples of like what you would consider hip hop culture, like b-boys and shit. You know, motherfuckers just be
Everything.
like, I'm a break dance all
Yeah.
fucking day.
Yeah.
Everything.
And then it starts to spread out, and then you get the West Coast, and you get the South, and you get the Midwest.
So have you
And it bounces
seen
around.
that series, Hip Hop Evolution?
I have not, but I'll watch it because
Oh,
like
okay.
this
I'm
is like
curious if
my
it shows
fucking
in
shit.
there. Yeah. So it's on Netflix. I just
It
started
is.
watching it, and I'm curious because like now I thought it was chronological. Now like all messed up. So
The comments are probably going
I
ham. They're like,
did
this
watch
motherfucker's
the
wrong.
Atlanta
Yeah.
one because I think T.I. was the one who hosted like the Atlanta when we talked about
Yeah?
like the history of it.
I
and
gotta
all
bet that
that.
shit's so
Interesting.
good.
And I was like, I gotta see that. T.I., I'm a huge fan.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's right.
They were talking about
T.I.
Juvie because Juvie came from New Orleans.
Yeah.
So like him and then Lil Wayne, Juvenile. Yeah. Did I
Man,
say
no
Juvie?
limit.
I'm sorry.
You said no, Juvie. No,
Yeah,
isn't
Juvie,
it?
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's how. Okay, it's great.
God.
I think we all gonna watch it. And maybe come back. It was like something.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would love to do that. I would
Yeah.
I would fucking love. But
I love a section.
And I think
on,
you're right, Nav. I think it starts. It's like they're telling it like a story. It's not
Yeah,
based
yeah.
off of like a
different
city.
things.
It starts and it works its way through.
I would
Okay.
hope so.
Because I think
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I skipped to the actual part where I wanted to see. Like
Fair
because
enough, fair
I know
enough.
in the beginning of it, I want to see how the hell did we get to Missy Elliott,
yeah.
Lil
Yeah.
Wayne? Like what the
Right.
hell?
Yeah.
How did that? When did that transfer happen? Like I was a
Love
kid,
it.
not
Well,
paying attention, but
I think Missy said this a while back. She was like that where they lived at in from Richmond, Virginia. Virginia
you're right.
Beach, is it Richmond, Virginia.
I don't know about Richmond.
They
I
were
know
just
it's
like
Virginia.
they were in Virginia. They were just like, we got all the music late. Like Virginia was like one of those places where like some shit would come out and be like, and then we'd hear about it like a couple months after. So when we started making music, we just tried to make the shit we thought would be on the radio.
Wow.
And that's why Pharrell is so fucking weird. Like that's why
Yeah.
that's why all the shit out of Virginia was just like, y'all
Yeah.
kind of weird, bro.
Timberland, Genuine, Missy, all of them
All
was
of
together.
them.
All of them
Until
was
Eclipse
put
came
together.
out and was just like, we're going to rap about Coke until the sun burns out. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking great.
Oh wow, like a whole history lesson.
I
Things
love
that
a
did not know.
little strip on how influential Master P was, and then
Yeah.
how terrible
Goat.
Lil Romeo was.
Yes!
And that'd be the biggest father-son letdown in the history of
I saw some rap snacks with Lil Romeo said Romeo Miller. And I was like, you ain't even gonna rap with Lil Romeo? Get the fuck? Lil Romeo making music right now that I just don't know about is actually dope. Cause
No, he's a pretty good basketball player.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
all right.
Find your niche.
Find
So
your
I-
niche,
Find
not
your
music.
niche.
I swear to Lord, we were gonna move on to the topic of talking about music videos, but you just brought up Master P, and I got to talk about this. So, lived in Gary, lived in East Chicago, Calumet to be specific. If anybody's curious, if y'all know where that's at, and my next door neighbor, his dad, his name was Breeze. I don't know what his real name was. His name was Breeze. He was cool. Was cool with the family. Everybody's cool, right?
Damn.
But he had this homie named like Tony Harris, something Harris, right? And he was like, bro, my buddy, like he's down from New Orleans and shit, and like he played basketball, and we were supposed to go over to Europe and play basketball. And there was that whole entire time where Master P went over to Europe to play basketball. So like.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was like cool with like the No Limit, Master P, and all of them. There was just one day where they were like, because it's a small neighborhood and there's limos rolling through the hood. I was like, who the fuck in a fucking limo? Like, who the fuck? You ain't kind of, man, you in a limo? Like, what kind of shit is this? And they were next door and there's like a whole bunch of people in the house talking. And I was just sitting there and being like, damn, like looking at the window, like, who's at my neighbor's house, like in a limo? And I want to be like a little neighbor kid coming out and they're like, hey, I want to come here, hang out.
Yeah.
And the next day, my next door neighbor, he was like, bro, I swear, he was like, Master P and him are at my house. I was like, there's no fucking way. He was like, I swear, he's like, my dad's gone. He's going to Europe, bro. He's about to go play basketball in Europe. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. Dad disappears. And he comes back with European money, which I was like, we literally all thought it was like toy money. My mom was like, no, that money's from Europe. She's like, yeah, they know. I was like, what? For real? And then the dude,
wow.
Tony Harris, who was like his uncle, he's just like a family friend. He ended up being in like the one of the 504 Boys fucking music videos, like Wobble Wobble or something. He's like, that's him. That's him right there. He's just shirtless dude dancing for a second. He's like, that's him. I was like, oh shit. It's like, damn, bro, like Master P and him were next. I could have went over. He was like, I don't know if they're gonna. I was like, man. I had the little No Limit chain, bro. I had little braids.
Master P is the GOAT. Like we would have never had Young Money and
Right?
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, like-
We would have
God.
never had Maybach Music and all these clicks. Like he
I
was,
watched them bout it 1,000 times.
I mean, I watched all them little ghetto ass rinky dink movies.
Yes.
They made. Silk the Shocker, Love Life.
I got the hookup, bro. All
Yeah,
that shit.
I watched all of that shit. I was like that's why I try to forgive these kids, right?
They don't
They
know.
be bumping like young NBA, young boy NBA, and all these dudes, but that used to be us.
Right.
Like, I never forget my daddy caught me listening to Silk the Shocker. He was like, "Bro, this is the worst shit I've ever heard in my life." I'm like, "What?
What? Silk's the coldest in the crew. You kidding me?
He was the man.
Some
He
of
was,
the
one
ways.
of, he was one of the girls. Like I'm gonna be like Silk the Shocker.
And he kind of rap fast.
You know what I'm saying? And my pops is like, he trash. And like, you know, I went back and I listened to some of them songs. I was crazy as these little kids. I was just as nuts, man. So I try not to judge music anymore in my older age. Like I hear it, I'm like, you know what?
Right.
Somebody love that shit. It's like somebody don't like it, they love that shit. When they come on, they cry. Like
He doesn't judge the music. The first music reaction is like, I don't like them. Like immediately the first sentence.
I don't fuck with the West
It's gonna-
Coast
a music
music.
video.
I said it off the air, and Chris was like, you know, just brought it up. Really, like,
I don't judge the music.
You can't say shit like that off air and be like, we
need a bad guy for the music reactions. Mikey's designated himself to be the bad guy. Yeah. But y'all know y'all don't rap the same way everybody else rap. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, you know, it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
It's an acquired taste. It's like black licorice.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, but once you have a taste of it.
Yeah,
it's
but most
really
people
good.
ain't eating that
Look,
shit.
Everybody who's wondering. We do music video reactions. We're gonna have a couple come out this Saturday, so keep on watch. So,
We are the music video reaction crew, which is
Yeah.
kind of how we slipped into our deep love and appreciation of the old rap musics and a little bit of history. So we were saying all that to say, be ready for some music videos.
Yeah.
Comment on this, comment everywhere. Let us know about music videos you think we should watch. We're watching a lot of new stuff, but also we're bringing in some older stuff too, and some weird stuff. We kind of want to keep it different. We don't just want to ride all the trends, but we want to do some fun shit too. So like, y'all gotta stick around, fuck
And
around
we're
with
all
that.
gonna introduce the music from our own culture. Like we're gonna be Indian music, European music, like every music that you guys like loved and growing up that I've never seen. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of music.
I'm just gonna react to it because I like these guys picking the music and me not knowing.
I'm gonna pick some. There was this group from Calumet called the Grind Family, Grind, but like with a super ass Gary accent, they pronounce it the Grand Family. I'm not on my Grand, bro. It's the Grand Family. I was like, because they make it grand.
So country Indiana, people hate to hear that. Like y'all so country
as fuck, bro. Like how far north are we? It's like pretty south.
And it's
Pretty
like,
south.
we're right by Chicago, but like obviously you guys take that country shit serious.
Bro.
We do.
I want a whole bunch of like Ludacris, Missy Elliott.
I love
Videos?
I love Doja Cat. Yeah, I love the music video.
I think I'm gonna see Doja Cat tomorrow. Doja Cat performs tomorrow. I can't wait.
She is crazy. talented.
Wait, is she still performing? J. Cole is tomorrow.
J. Cole, I think Doja Cat performs tomorrow
I thought
too.
Doja Cat was Sunday, but I think she dropped out. We're talking about Lollapalooza that's happening in Chicago.
I'm having extreme
Well,
fun.
I'm not going on Sunday. If she don't come on, that's cool. I got Jasmine. No, Jasmine Sullivan went already too. She went with the baby, but I forgot.
Yeah, YG
This is why I didn't buy all 4 days because Big Sean is
tomorrow.
coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was this close. Like J. Cole, Big Sean, YG.
For $120, you would spend that to see either one of them dudes by themselves.
Yeah.
They're gonna do the
True.
same 2-hour sets they normally do. I advise you to go to more festivals. You get more bang for your buck, man.
Cascade is coming. All kinds of
Yes,
music.
she know you really was gonna go.
Yeah, I was looking at it because
Damn, man.
George wanted to go too. It was like, let's go. We're gonna go see J. Cole, and then
It'd be worth it. Just
The
haven't heard
lineup
shit
wasn't that
about
good
it.
though. The lineup probably was good, but last year it was so phenomenal. Like it was
Yeah.
Post Malone, Meg The Stallion.
Megan Thee
Y'all
Stallion.
do. I'm bogus for not knowing his name. The dude from Indiana that can rap real good.
Freddie?
Freddie Gibbs was
Gibbs?
there.
Oh, he ain't just from
Show.
Indiana. He from Gary.
wait, I didn't know he was
Giveon
here.
was there last year. Flo Milli was there last. It was lit last year. It
Yeah.
was lit
Goddamn.
last year.
Yeah, this year, like,
It was
it's
kinda-
not-
it was-
it's
yeah.
okay. It keeps moving around because Doja Cat was on Sunday, and then I saw it a couple of days ago. It's like she wasn't on there. It's like, so what's happening on Sunday?
Doja Cat still there last I saw.
Yeah.
Doja Cat,
Okay.
Dua Lipa, Doja Cat
Dua
still
Lipa
haven't
is
went. But to me, it's just not. They spread it out. If J. Cole wasn't there, this would be a tragic Lollapalooza.
I want to go see all of these
no,
people.
It would have.
Fucking up.
Saved the
Like,
day.
I go for
Yeah.
Big Sean.
Oh, me too. But like,
Yeah.
still though, if it was Big Sean without J. Cole, I'm like, do I want to deal with all 100,000 of those sweaty, drugged up kids for Big Sean? Woo!
Fun fact,
that.
that Big Sean song, I Don't Fuck With You, is actually a protest song now. I don't know.
No
if
shit.
you-
You got another
Yeah, you were at the protest when I was playing it.
And
people were-
it's a West Coast song too, so and I like it.
Yeah?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
was
Big Sean
always
from
the
Detroit,
wall.
though.
But he has E40 on the song.
That's
and
all right,
and it's
yeah.
on a West Coast style beat.
All right.
You like-
Yeah,
you
nah,
like-
nah.
One of these days
Do
we
you
talk
like-
about this, the digger a little
Do
bit.
you like
Yeah.
do you like E40's verse?
Yeah, even though I feel like Big Sean wrote it. Facts, but I loved it. I loved
That could
it.
be.
Big Sean rapped it on Big Boy's show, and when he rapped it, I'm like, He wrote that.
Yeah.
You don't never rap somebody else's verse like that unless it's yours.
Well, we should talk about a new music that's coming out.
Yeah. So, y'all know Beyonce just finally dropped her.
Yes, last night, 12 o'clock, Renaissance. Shout out to the Virgos.
I love it.
Listening this morning. It was really good.
Virgos Groove.
Yeah.
I had it on repeat.
It's gonna be on my listening for my ride back home, but I haven't heard it yet. But Break My Soul's already gonna be dope. Plus, we already talked about Big Frida. It's got that Big Frida sample on there.
Yeah.
I don't even know, is it a sample or is she just on the track?
I think she sampled.
Yeah.
But then again, I got to listen again with the right ear because I was listening to it on my way here. I think I listened to the whole thing.
Regardless, Big Frida's dope for bounce music, and it fits really well with already the whole entire house vibe, which is awesome.
I haven't heard it all.
It's great. I'm super excited about it. Beyonce hasn't dropped an album since Lemonade.
It's been forever,
super
bro.
excited.
It's been forever.
Hold on,
Yeah.
how long ago was Lemonade?
2016.
It was back when we finally found out what was going on with her and Jay-Z. It was the last time
But
she
you
dropped
know
an
the
album.
funny thing about
2016 is like a decade.
Wait, no. You know what
Second,
happened? You know what? Because you know what? The Carters counted as a record for both of them.
But Carter was them coming together.
It was,
like
yeah.
Lemonade was
She's
like,
right, she's
I'm
right.
gonna take revenge, and then
Because I remember looking this up and
Man.
I got a trivia thing wrong because the Carters were counted as an album for Jay-Z. I was like, what?
Yeah. What, you said it was 444, right?
He said, but it was the Carters. It was the
Yeah.
Carters. It was the
Yeah,
I
Carters.
got that wrong too.
No, the Carters is a great album.
It was
I
really
love
good.
Carters, and I don't think that many people know about it because my brother's big into rap, and I was talking to Carters, and he was like, "I don't know this album."
Because
Like,
it was like a
hit.
fall, it was an album that happened because they started making their albums together and then Beyonce started to make
Solo
that
album,
shit.
yeah.
And then I've watched Jay-Z's interview and his reaction to his dude, he was like, so what happened? Oh, I was in there with her. Like we were working together because they were making the album The Carters and then Beyonce started to make Lemonade. And he was like, dude, I was sitting in there like right next to the producer and she go in there and she sing those songs y'all heard.
Yeah.
And we didn't talk about it. She just walk out like, yeah, run that back one more time. And she just
Like, you know what, babe? I think you need some space. I'm gonna go on a PJ and get the fire.
So the songs that was on the card, it was the songs that they started to make, and they added a few more songs to it. So they made 444 and Lemonade came out before the Carters, and the Carters is what they started on.
Gotcha.
And then they wound up making these. He said 444 was all about him saying sorry.
Yeah.
He's like,
It makes sense, and the Carters were actually coming together because there's one song where they're really talking. I mean, they're laying it all out.
Yeah,
They're laying all the laundry out, and
Yeah.
Jay-Z's like, wait. He was like, well, we're gonna be real, right? Like, we have to be real with everybody. And it's like, oh shit, actually happened. Like, you're confirming
That,
Jay-Z fucked up. But,
Story of OJ. That one is the music video and everything for it is.
yeah.
sensational.
And also, so after I started listening to that, I went back and listened to the Nina Simone song.
Yes.
Which I think is Four
Low
Women
Fruit.
or something. No, not Strange Fruit. It's like Four Women. It's like it's a sample. It's all of that. But it's a really, really fucking good song too. It's because Nina Simone obviously doesn't fuck around, so it's like racially heavy as fuck. I'm like, yes.
It's
So
good.
really exciting shit there.
Shout out to Ye, man. Ye's the best
Yeah.
sampler of all time. Jesus.
But so it does bring up that we're doing some house music, which is good. Chicago is if we're talking about my favorite house, it's not gonna be deep house, it's not gonna be tropical house, it's not gonna be witch house, it's fucking old school ass Chicago house.
Yes.
Because that's what I grew up on. That shit would be on
percolator.
It's time for the percolator. Hey, or even when if I can for a minute, while out about some North shit, when WGCI used to do those mixes back in the day, man, it'd always be like regular ass shit on the radio with just like a house music track behind it.
Yep.
Or like juke music and shit. It's like,
In Chicago, they used to have a house hour from like 6 to 7 p.m. during like rush at the end of rush hour. They would play house music with the mix. The DJ would go up there and play it every single day. That's
I
how
love
much they love house music. Chicago GCI had an hour of house during rush hour, so if you was in traffic, you could bump house music for about an hour.
grooving.
Yeah, it was love.
Wow. Nice.
which is fucking awesome. You don't.
No commercials needed. There was no commercials. It was like
It sounded dingy. It sounded like somebody was in there with records, just being like, I actually blew the dust off this bitch. I'm just about to play some, about to do some house tracks.
You remember the Hot Boys birthday song, Chris? It was the Bad Boys. Bad Boys. My bad. The Bad Boys.
Bad boys.
I remember that.
Mike Love and the Diz.
And the only one I can remember is what's that number one zodiac sign?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That was it. Yeah. All right. What's that number one? Is it Travis? No. Is it Scorpio?
Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Gotta say bye-bye. Happy birthday from WGC. Y'all remember that shit?
We didn't live in the same
feel
city,
old.
but
That
we got
made
the
me
same
feel
radio.
old.
Never knew what it was
Kind
called.
of closer.
Well, like,
Yeah,
so
and-
Gary's essentially a suburb of Chicago, so that's we're in the
That's
Chicagoland.
amazing.
We get
They're
all the
our
same
first
music.
cousins right behind Milwaukee.
I love it.
So look, we can go hard this whole entire table about music all day long, but we're getting ready to talk about some non-musical stuff, which is the summer. It is the summer, and summer's wrapping up. Unfortunately,
Summer's been flexing the past few days.
Because
it's been a little fast, right?
Yeah, it has been, and I think it's been faster because all the stores have summer stuff on clearance.
Yeah.
And they're prepping up for fall. It's like, guys, calm down. I still want pool.
You know
stuff.
what I think happened?
I don't know why it's on clearance, and it's forcing me to think ahead.
Is that this summer it's either been cloudy and raining or bajillion degrees.
Yeah.
Like
But
this
it's still
summer it hasn't
summer.
been like I haven't done like most of my outside shit. I feel like
What is your outside shit?
I'm not usually like bike ride a bunch. I usually just go out. Like I haven't even hit the pool as much as I usually
didn't go
do.
cliff
So
diving.
Chris is an outdoorsy.
has anybody done all the summer shit they wanted to do? Like
Nope.
have you gotten to it yet?
I stopped having like goals
I have
for summer.
I have yet to step foot in a single beach or pool this whole summer. So
Really?
I haven't been to a pool or a beach.
Oh.
This is not good, and I didn't even realize that until just right now.
Do you not mess with public pools, or is it just
No, I just haven't felt like I had the time. I just don't be having off days like that. That's why when I do, like if you see me, I be like going nuts because
Yeah.
I don't really get a bunch of them. So I
Yeah.
mean, but I plan to make a pool happen. Like actually a beach. I want to go to a beach for the end of summer.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you're
need
in
it.
Chicago. Chicago has beaches. So
Yeah.
I guess you're lucky we don't have any beaches. We can't do anything.
We have
I got
plenty
a
of
beach,
pools.
but it's
We have
close to
pools.
Chicago.
Oh, it's the same lake. It's the same beach, bro. Come
Gas
on.
Lake.
So y'all gotta go all the way up to like I haven't. So yeah, I haven't hit the pool as much. I haven't even really had like a drunk day in the pool. Because it's because of with the cloudiness, it's either been
Yeah.
like when I get there on the super hot days, like it's packed out. I'm like, if I can
That's
barely
true.
get in.
That's
Or there's been a bunch of days where everyone's been at the pool and the water's been like weirdly cold because it's been like kind of cloudy before. So it's been like hard. And then we went camping with one of our friends and we were like, I was like, oh, this place has like this nice creek running through it. And the creek was dry, bro. It was just like, no. So we were just out there being eaten by bugs and it was like it was stupid fucking hot. And I was like, summer's been rough.
We should do that together, and we should drink before we get in the pool, just in case the water is cold.
Yeah, don't make
Well, a little
sense.
bit of
Get that
pool
liquor
drinking.
blanket.
You just have to do that. You just have to make a list.
Well,
and make sure you
Normicon's
do
next
it.
week. I got a funny feeling we might find our ways.
Oh yeah.
Might be
That's
doing
what
it.
Cool.
we're gonna be doing. I feel like that's how we're gonna be wrapping up. Not wrapping up. That's the last month of summer. Hold on. When's the last?
I don't know.
September?
It's
September.
gonna be
I don't know.
I don't know. It
Seasons.
usually my birthday's September 4th. The summer usually ends right before my birthday. Like Labor Day is like Memorial Day is almost like the signaling.
Yeah. So,
September.
all right. So
Of summer
So we
being
got
over.
I don't trust seasons
Month and a half.
anymore.
Yeah, it's
there's
gonna
no-
be summer until it's hot outside.
Yeah,
Facts.
just go right. Like it
Facts.
used to be 3 months, 3 months, 3 months.
And you're
3
right,
months.
Chris. It has been raining like crazy. I don't know why the hell it's been raining so much. It's been
Yeah.
raining like it's been like April or May.
it's
just
been too hot and raining. It's been our whole summer. So
Muggy.
I'm about to get out
rains.
and do my shit. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I got all my stuff. I'm trying to go kayaking with my mama tomorrow. I'm going kayaking regardless. Getting out there. I'm just gonna keep doing summer stuff
We
until
should do
it's
cliff
ice
diving.
cold. Cliff diving.
Let's go
We
cliff
didn't go
diving
cliff
tomorrow.
Diving.
Oh no!
can't do
Yo,
tomorrow.
so tomorrow I got invited. There's this like low key, I forget what it's called, invite only party.
Sex party?
Where?
It's not. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it's a sex
We'll
party,
see.
but
have hope, my friend.
you just say yes to a lot of
hope.
things and you have a good adventure.
There you go.
But like, whoever gets to go, basically they get invited the next month, and they can only bring 2 people with, or 1 person with them. We got 2 friends invited, so me and Bria get to go. It is from midnight to 5 a.m.
Next one, invite
Wait,
me,
what
please.
is it? Is it
I call dibs.
It's literally just a
Dibs
low
on
key
It's next week.
tomorrow.
Oh,
Saturday.
come on.
Yeah.
It's just low key party.
But you said it's at midnight,
it's
right?
Called
Club Flex.
Club Flex,
Flex.
something
Ooh,
like
See,
that.
I
Yeah.
wish I can go to that.
Bro,
I wish I wouldn't have got that Lala ticket because I would
That's one of those
have
things I love
That
to
sounds
find,
pretty.
though.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I love
Okay,
fun
so
shit
you
like
get 2 tickets. Now that you're gone, you get another extra ticket.
Yeah,
to bring
after I
friends.
should maybe I'll get invited to the next one.
Okay. If you do,
I need a
let me
dance
know
too.
because I'm trying to go.
Yeah, I'll let you
Obviously,
know.
I would love to do some esoteric ass shit like that, but we do need to. So, guys, we usually go cliff diving like once a year.
Yeah.
We haven't done it yet. That's like our official summer event. We still got that on deck. We're fucking up,
I'm still
man.
waiting
do
for
that.
grilled watermelon. Like grilled watermelon was the best thing.
That shit
That
was
we haven't
fire.
done
I have
boat.
never
boating.
We haven't done boating. We haven't done any of the summer
we used
shit.
to
I
do
don't know
boating
if I
every
would.
year.
You fuck with heights and swimming?
I fuck with swimming, not too much heights.
So-
I don't know if I would do that. I would watch Chris do it in his Speedos, though. That sounds
You
great.
can't wear the Speedos to cliff diving.
They come off. So they have to come off.
One, I'd imagine they come off, but two, I've been into like 2 different fights with hillbillies out there.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yo, yeah, bro. This motherfucker was just like, first off, I had my fanny pack with my little camera, and this dude is like, he's a hill jacked in a motherfucker, fucking corn dick, and he's just like,
Corn dick.
he's like, he was like, is that your fucking life jacket? He's drunk. At the 30-foot cliff, is that your fucking life jacket? I was like, nah, bro. And he was like, you even know how to fucking swim? And I was like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. And like, I was there with like a bunch of the homies. We're all just like, what the fuck?
He must
Like,
have been bad because it takes a lot to get Chris mad.
we were like off top. So I was like, man, get out of here with this racist shit. What the fuck, bro? And he was just like, all right. And he goes and does like a fucking triple backflip off the 30-foot cliff, drunk, lands in the water with his shoes on. He's like, woo! And I'm like, well, out of all the people I'm about to fight, it's not the person who doesn't care about his life. So like, there's no way to win here. How do you win?
What do you want?
You whoop his ass and he's just like, woo!
I was actually told you don't fight people like that. People that don't care about their lives, you don't fight them.
Yeah, you let
It's not
that
worth
go.
it. Also, we're in their part of the state, so like I'm just like
Facts.
whatever.
Makes sense.
Major
Makes
facts.
sense.
So
That's
wearing a
hilarious.
Speedo feels like it's just gonna be a way to be in more fucking fights.
That's
Yeah.
legit. Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah.
The first time I went, I was super nervous, and we went over to the 30-foot jump because I was like, I just want to do the highest one to get it out of the way. And I'm waiting, and this dude and his daughter come up, and he just looks at his daughter. She's got to be like 7.
Oh my gosh.
And he's
jump
like,
in.
nah, hell no. He was like, all right, wait here. And he goes and jumps. And then I'm about to jump. And she's like, are you going to go? I was like, yeah, in a second. And then she's like, excuse me. And then she did jump. Like,
Yeah.
7-year-old just said, get your bitch ass out the way.
I would have shook it off like, okay.
Right. I should have just grabbed her and took nope. You're about to embarrass me.
Bro, I did that one once, never again. And like literally after that, like I've seen like little kids go to it. I'm like, y'all don't know. Y'all ain't never been broken. You ain't never got hit hard enough to
have no
understand that you're
fear.
What it
fragile.
feels like.
Right? Like,
Yeah, what it feels
I
like.
go
Not
off
to
of that.
mention,
You can.
I'm more
You're in the
afraid
air
of
for too long.
how deep my solid ass gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? Like I like as soon as I get in, I'm gonna be pushing to get back up.
Yeah.
I can see me going to the floor at 30 feet up. That's
nice.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the floor is like 40 feet down. So
yeah.
It's more than that.
Yeah.
it's a quarry.
I will go, but I don't cliff dive. I just like the whole vibe of
Yeah.
it. I love
Yeah.
the barbecue, hanging out in my own life,
Facts. That
whatever.
sound-
like
yeah.
a boat was like, yep, I'll just watch you guys maybe get hurt.
Listen, Navi, the next time we go, you absolutely got to try it.
No,
hit that 10-footer.
one time I tried to do that rope thing.
Yeah.
I almost I let go at last minute. I almost hit the wall.
Well,
I know, I'm so scared.
You can't really
Don't do
hit
that.
the wall. Like, you'll be all right.
I know.
Marquetta does it, and because she did well. Actually, Marquetta's been climbing a lot now. She might be able to kill it, but because the first time she did it, she have a lot of upper body strength. She get on a rope, and as the rope goes down, you're like, "Oh, you're fine, you're fine."
Yeah.
And there's that one part at the bottom of the rope where if you don't pull yourself up, it's just gonna.
Yeah.
She did pull up, and it was just like, like just dead. And like, oh.
It hurts.
Now that sounds fun. A rope that swings across. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
they got the
sounds-
ropes, bro. They got zip lines. It's always a good time
It
as
is.
long as I think Marquetta's cell phone got stolen once. Got into a
Damn.
fight with some hillbilly ass once, and then
Oh yeah, did she find her phone?
no, we broke bad. It was some kids behind us, and I was like, "Hey, I think y'all got the phone." And the little homie was like, "We ain't taking nobody's phone." I was like, "Open up your fucking car."
Yeah.
And there was this dude who worked at Sun King there with me at the time. He was just like this average looking white dude. Like I didn't think he was wild or nothing. He was like, "Open up your motherfucking car." And I was like, "Oh shit, Tom's about it. Let's go." We went through their car. We pat him down and shit. And I was like, "Where the fuck the
Really?
phone at?" Yeah, we got.
Oh, they didn't have the phone?
They had to have been the people that had it, like just through options of people who could have stolen it. It wasn't anyone else,
Boy.
but they didn't have it on them.
Oh,
But we
my
were
God.
in their shit, bro.
You
I was
don't
about
think
to-
you might have just shook down the wrong
So, you just like still believe that?
No.
I think they have the
I
phone.
can't believe
You
that
just went
people
through
still
whole
take phones, man.
Right? It's like, what the
Look.
fuck?
That's
Kids
crazy.
ain't been back.
Yeah. So after all that, it's a good time to go. I know I just made it sound like it's bad.
No. You just
traumatized.
you gave me the worst case things that could happen, like the bad
be
things that could happen.
prepared.
Everything
It's
else
fun
sounds
time.
pretty good.
Keep your
It's
phone
fun
on
time.
you.
Keep your
Don't
phone
argue
on
with
you,
anybody.
and don't argue with nobody, right?
Exactly.
And don't wear speedos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
in general just fun, like you going with your friends, right? Like you're getting together, you're getting
Yeah.
barbecue stuff, you're in a car, getting all there. It's like
I'm always down to
I'm good.
barbecue.
Yeah.
Well, I hope we get to do some fun summer stuff after we do the best thing of all summer, which is Normicon. And guess what? If you have FOMO about not coming to Normicon, that's good. That
should.
means that
You
you
should.
should be preparing yourself to come next year. The
Yes.
tickets are super expensive, and Indiana's great. What more do you
They
want?
are super expensive.
That's super.
Did I say they were expensive?
You
Yeah,
said they
very
are.
expensive.
I meant inexpensive.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay,
You were
I'm like, are they expensive?
Yeah, you were like the
ticket-
super
I'm like that.
expensive.
I was like, what, $25?
Weird pitch. Where is he going with this?
Right.
The word you were looking for,
Is
they are cheap.
No. Cheap sounds bad.
They are
Cheap sounds like what happened to my ring.
They're affordable.
They're very affordable.
They're made for the frugal.
Yeah,
If
we
you're
do a
thinking
lot
that
of-
you can't afford it, then you can.
Yeah.
If you're thinking that you can't, you still can.
You still can.
Okay.
And we.
I heard him say very expensive.
I did.
And
And
I was gonna wait for the camera to go off and be like, so how much do them bitches cost? Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Y'all gotta stop me. I be having confidence for no reason. You gotta.
No, you sounded so confident saying it. I thought it was going somewhere. We were
Right.
waiting for the end. Like,
Yeah. But no,
Chris laughing at himself. We were waiting for the punchline.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. We have so many activities planned. And yeah,
Carnival.
you get to hang out with us.
Dump
We're
tank.
actually there. There's been questions like, is Normie's gonna be there? Yes. We're gonna be there. We are the one hosting it. We are the one who like give you cotton candy and everything. Like we're gonna be there.
Is there an option to do a con where we just don't show up?
That's what I was
No,
thinking.
but like
Can we
we-
just put a Ferris wheel somewhere and be like, have at it?
Yeah, no, seriously. There's been questions asked like, are Normie's gonna be there? Like, who do you think is hosting this?
Come
Like,
meet us
we
in
are the
person.
one.
We're equally as fun as we are in person
Yes.
as we are online. Some say more,
very
some say
loud.
less.
I'm super boring.
That's why we have him here.
Yeah.
Because it has no personality.
I gotta mellow it
I'm
out.
so ready to do karaoke with anybody, you guys. We're gonna do that, okay? You find me for
I don't know,
karaoke.
but I found my karaoke
I'm
song.
gonna have a small amount of drinks and we're gonna do it together.
All right, we're setting up karaoke. There will be karaoke at Normicon. Facts. I got it. I got all the things we need to set it up.
Yes.
Well, y'all, with that
I
being said,
challenge.
we're about to jump off of this podcast. Make sure you stick around for the raid because you know we go ham on the raid.
Raid.
So with that being
Raid,
said,
raid,
we'll
raid.
see you guys next time. Bye. All right, we're gonna raid now.
Talking Normies podcast.